Oh,
Yeah, you've been doing good. You got all the way up to what was it, fifth on the step challenge.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was good. I'm starting over too. We're doing a race to May.
Okay.
So I wiped everything out. So you got a clean start. Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Going.
let's
Does that
Going.
start
go.
today? Today it starts?
I started it on Monday. So I backed it up yesterday. So I ended
Okay.
it. So I end the our last one ended at the end of April, and so I started this one, but I backed it up so it'll suck your steps from the beginning of the
Yesterday.
day yesterday, and then I run it right through Memorial Day. If anybody listening to this recording are on here, you don't see yourself registering on there. I can't tell. I can see who's in there, but there's like so many in there. I was trying to make sure I have all the new people added. So if for some reason you don't see yourself in there registering right, let me know and I can make sure that I can go looking for you in it. And I just noticed that it added a new challenge that I can do that we're going to try.
What's
What's
that?
that?
There's a push-up challenge in there now.
Oh,
And I already told you guys that I was going to do a step challenge. And I'm like, yes, next month we're going to do a push-up challenge. This is going to be fun.
how do
I
you
don't
record
I don't
that?
I don't know. I didn't want to, like I said, I'd already said the step one. So I was like, I'll have to see. They just added it in as a variety. So I'll have to figure that out. I got a month to figure it out.
Why do you hate us?
I don't know if a push-up challenge is fun.
I think it sounds fun. I've done
You
those
think?
before. Yeah. I'm
Okay.
gonna help you get strong, you think?
I'm gonna embrace it. We'll embrace it.
Push
For right now, just
push-ups are not
focus
fun.
on the just for
No.
right now, focus on the steps, Christina. While you're talking, what's your win?
Okay.
I want to hear.
I'm meal prepping right now. I am like I've been failing myself the past, I know, with my hands.
Look at you.
I've been failing myself lately, like not being prepared enough. So this week it's like, this is it.
This
We're
is it.
back at it. This is
You
it.
got it.
No more BS.
No more BS. Oh, I like
No.
that. I would say to reframe the whole I'm failing myself. That doesn't sound right.
Okay,
But I mean, I hear where you're at with it, but reframe it. Like maybe you haven't been showing up the way you know you could.
that's it.
Yeah. And are you
Yeah.
drinking from a mason jar? Because I drink from those too.
Yeah, I drank from this giant mason jar.
Yeah, I got one right there too. I
Yeah,
thought I was
I
the
love
only
this
weirdo.
one. No, no, I got a cabinet full of a
Yeah,
few.
me
Yeah,
too.
different sizes
Yeah, me
for
too.
different things.
Yeah, yeah, love it.
Hmm.
Great. I
Yeah.
love that though, but I'm glad that, yeah, just reframe it. Haven't been maybe showing up the way that I know that I can
Oh,
and
yeah.
shifting
And
gears.
I
Yeah,
already pre-logged for my Fitness Pal all week.
great.
And Kate, I
Perfect.
liked your post yesterday. That was a good one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was going to tell her.
Thank you. I had
No,
a
thank you.
I
Thank you.
I I had a moment that I talked about Jules and a few others with last week where I saw myself in the mirror at the gym as I was, well, it wasn't a mirror, it was like the window. I'm on the treadmill and I was looked at myself and I just got like I was really negative on myself. And and past me would have taken that as a time to a food tantrum
Mm,
and do all the bad things and lean into my old stuff.
hmm.
And I didn't, and like moved it forward. And that resonated this week of I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not, that past me just sabotages ourselves. And that's like you talk about, you're not failing yourself, but that past, those past habits get into us
Hmm.
and we just want to keep doing what was comfortable. Well, what was
Hmm.
comfortable didn't work. And that's why we're here.
Yes, I
Mhm.
And we got to
know.
break that. And it's hard. It's really hard.
It
And
is
so
hard.
I'm leaning in myself. I've, just tried to reshift that mindset and move forward. So
Yeah. I
good for
think
you for
sometimes,
prepping.
right? And when you, I used sabotage in my check-in last week. And then I think sometimes when I think, oh my God, why am I doing this? I think if I wasn't doing this, what would I be doing?
Mhm.
Right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Hmm.
And that's like going back to old habits that weren't working, right? So this works. And I know I feel better when I do this. So I need to. Embrace it all.
Yeah.
Yes. I'll be quiet now.
No, you don't think about it quiet. That it's really
Yeah.
good. What both you and Kate said is very true. Like that old identity is a hard one to break.
Mm.
It is that voice is gonna. You spent decades answering to that old identity, and what I like about this is even some of you that have been on this path for a while, and those of you guys that are new and you're listening in, like whether you're here right now or you're listening to the recording, like both of these ladies, Kate and Christina, have been with me for a while. That voice can come back, but
Mm.
it's how you listen to it and how you lean in. Because yes, I'm your coach. Kate leaned in, Christina leaned in, but they also leaning into your community is important, guys. Leaning in and having that support too, because somebody like them is going to jump up and help support you, because you are as good as the people you surround yourself with as well.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And they're there to there, and everybody has been through this, including myself. And there are times where we have these moments where it would become easier to succumb to those past versions of ourselves. I've walked past my reflection in a window like Kate has and went, the fuck? Like, you're not what you thought, you're gonna have those moments. We are our own worst critics, and we don't like to admit to what we've already done. And then I can completely identify, and raise your hand if you can, what Kate did. Like, then the easiest thing becomes to go, fuck it, this isn't working, so I might as well just throw the whole goddamn kit and caboodle in here. And then what happens in that cycle? Then you're sitting there, like I'm envisioning, one of those cartoons with the Oreos all over their face in the middle of the bed, right? And now you're like, well, now you're even madder at yourself, right? So now you just went deeper into that, and that's the hamster wheel, that vicious cycle. Because then, so stepping up to that and saying, yeah, no, okay, what's happening here, and this is not what I'm going to do, this is not how I'm going to handle this. That's what helps you move through it. And sometimes you just need somebody else instead of isolate. I talked about this with somebody else. I said, we were talking about disappearing. There was another person that had a kind of a rough week, and she had messaged a little bit into like a group chat that we have, and then private messaged me like, I have a lot going on and I'm going to pull back, I'm going to disappear. That's not always the answer. That's our reaction. We want to disappear. And what the coach and I said was, you know what? Sometimes we can give ourselves 5 minutes. And when I say 5 minutes, I'm not saying it's exactly 5 minutes. And pull your covers up over your head and cry. Or go sit in the garage like I did last week and cry. Then move on. Move through it. Because when we disappear on ourselves, which is something that Kate was just talking about, this woman was, you're giving away your power. Letting it happen for 5 minutes, bringing yourself back. Kate's mantra, which is a great one to have. That's centering yourself and holding your power. Whenever we want it to disappear on ourselves, we're giving our power to the situation, the feeling, the thing. We're giving that power away. And it's about holding that power and standing in that power, which is not easy to do sometimes. Make sense? It's easier to disappear. It's easier. And we all want to do it. And I don't say not to do it, because you have to honor sometimes the feelings. And that's like my philosophy. It always been, okay, you got 5 minutes, girl. You got 5 minutes. Feel the feelings. Feel it. Go sit in your garage and cry. And then move through it. Move on. Gotta allow ourselves that. So I don't mean it's always crying. That was a philosophy. But for Kate, give yourself 5 minutes. Then okay, wait, how am I going to manage this? Or you, Christina. So I love the share, guys. It happens to us all. And I truly believe there's something going on in the whole atmosphere because it's not just one of you, it's like a lot of you, including myself. I'm like, there's some weird energy going on right now. So it's all right. Who else has got a win for me? My win is he saved me and got me here. Thanks. That's my win today. Ugh.
I'm just used to having to always Google what time zone it is because I live in Arizona. We never change.
Oh, that's right.
So I never know like, well, what time is it on the East Coast? I don't know. I always have to Google. So
Yeah.
you're welcome. Welcome back to the West Coast.
Thank you. Which is fine. I was just doing my normal 6 a.m. shit, but not realizing I was supposed to be on the call. All right. Nicole, I see you down there. I know you've had some wins. Let's hear from you. You've had some exciting stuff happen, I think.
Sorry, I had to figure out how to unmute myself.
That's all right.
Boy, I think the last couple weeks I've had some pretty decent wins. I'm leaving to travel again for the second week in a row in a little bit, making sure I have my workouts in before I leave. I use the videos with the travel prep information to purchase a cooler. I have everything packed. All I have to do is put it into the cooler. I have a dog making trouble. I have a separate lunchbox so I can put that in for the rest of my day. I already know I have a hotel that has a refrigerator and a fitness room. My coworkers that I'm traveling with know I won't be joining for their meals, so I have that already figured out. Gosh, what else was there? I feel like that's really big for me is to prep this part and know what I'm going into. I'll even, like, I'm supposed to be home before dinner Thursday night, and I'll bring my dinner packed just in case I have a travel problem. Then I know I'll still be okay.
Mm-hmm. My favorite saying, fail to prepare and prepare to fail. And
Yes.
I know I'm saying fail right now, but that's just a quote. I'm using a quote. Okay, Christina.
Yeah. And
I'm just, but it's very true. We have to be prepared. And she went away on me. She wants to show me
I
something.
did.
Yeah.
Yes. So, you know,
I'm
I
here.
ride and I have these breeches from 6 years ago that I loved, and they're almost fitting. They're my favorite pair. I can't wait. Another month, I'll be back in them.
That's awesome. I love that. And for those of you that don't know what breeches are, they're like very tight leggings that you ride a horse in. So that's awesome. I love that. How exciting. I can't wait till those fit.
Me
And
either.
really good on the travel thing, you know. I think what stands out to me here is, you know, you travel a lot. A lot of people travel a lot for work, and we have a lot of different things that are going on. I think, you know, Mother's Day is coming up. We've got events and things, and it's not that we can't do things, but what I love, Nicole, is we get to choose. We get to choose what it is we want to do and recognizing that we don't have to. And what are events about? You know, there's social events, but then there's work events. And we've, you know, instead of thinking that, well, these are the things that we've always done, this is how we've always handled them. What is it really happening? What do I really need to do? Like, you know, business events, like you said, I don't have to socialize at these events. I can totally honor myself and my goals and show up and do all of the things, but still honor myself and what I want to do in these habits. And that doesn't mean that that's a forever thing, Nicole, but it's what you want to do right now to fit into those britches. And you're honoring that. I mean, you know, it's more than that. But there's sometimes things, you know, Nicole talks about this a lot too. There's things that we have to do short term to get to those long term goals to create those habits. And they're not a forever thing, but they are the habits and the culture and that we create for ourselves to move into a different identity, and that different identity shows up differently, and that's that switch. So I love that. You know, we have to recognize that. And you know, even with Mother's Day coming up, It's not that we don't celebrate with maybe, food, but it's stepping back and going, what is Mother's Day about? It's about celebrating each and every one of you mothers here. So what is it you want? You want pancakes in bed? Or are you looking for something else? And there's no wrong answer, but what is it you want, right? It's celebrating you as who you are. So it's about you. And a lot of events are. And it's identifying those emotions, those feelings, and really like, because we go into what I think is automatic pilot a lot. It's all of this is relatable that we've talking about, and it's the things, and we show up as we've always showed up versus dialing it out, looking and zooming out and looking at the big picture and then thinking to ourselves, well, is this really how I have to show up? Is this really what this is about? How could I show up? Versus fitting into, ooh, I like this, fitting into the box that we think we need to fit into. Yeah, I see you shaking your head, Karen. Yeah, feels different, doesn't it? Yeah, and it's okay. And it's creating those habits that, like, again, it's not that those are things like if what we really want is a nice pancake for breakfast on Mother's Day, well, that's okay. I mean, that, have a little bit of that if that's really because it's the one time a year that that happens and your kids make the best or whoever makes the best pancake in the whole world. Well, yeah, you have a few bites of it and then but it's about identifying those things. And is it really that? Or would I rather go for a walk? Would I rather go for a hike? Would I rather go for a bike ride with my family? Would I rather go to the movies? Would I rather, it's identifying these things. Nicole, would I rather go for a 3 hour horseback ride, right? Whatever that is. Like, yeah, yeah, exactly. What is it you really want? And you have the travel queen on this call. I mean, I used to travel a lot, just like you do for business. You have Cindy here. She's the travel queen. She travels every week. So she packs her food and does exactly that. All right, let's hear another win. You guys are kind of leaning into some of the things I wanted to talk about anyway. And you're doing a good job of talking about it yourselves.
I'll share a win.
All right, go.
So, I mean, life is busy, right? But all of a sudden, I'm like you, I'm in escrow on a house. It closes on the 21st. I'm gutting and remodeling and adding a pool at the same time and keeping my current house. Both my girls are graduating the same day we get our keys. So just busy, right? I own 2 businesses and my check-in this week, just being consistent, my body fat's down and my muscles up through all of it. So that's a win.
Yeah, it is definitely a win. And that's not just like a win from recent
Yeah.
events. Like that's a win, Cindy, from you stacking this shit
Oh,
over
yeah.
and over and over. And what they're not hearing is like the little things that can happen in between, like even like what Cindy's talking about is, yeah, she's got all of these things going on, but it's the consistent way that she shows up. And I'll say this, and she'll be the first to tell you, she's not perfect. She has her messy days, but it's how she handles those, right? Those days. Because, and when I say messy days, what I mean is she has those challenges too. She has the thoughts, the things, all the stuff that goes on. She's telling you, like, she's got multiple things going on, but she looks at like how, it's that consistency through it all, because there is no linear line to any goal that you have. Those lines that connect to a goal are always going to look bumpy. They're going to have ups and downs. And it's how you manage that. And it's funny because I'm thinking about like your check-in, and I did a few check-ins this way. When I did Cindy's check-in, and this is kind of coloring outside of what she's talking about, but I looked at 1 month to 1 month. I didn't look at what was in between. And I said, this is where you were last month. This is where you are this month. Where this middle shit, this doesn't count. But the middle shit had some of these things going on with some of her numbers where this is old Cindy would have went to me like, what is all this stuff in the middle? Like, but that doesn't count. That's not it. So, we zoomed out and I said, this was last month, this is this month. And this is what happened between these 2 months. Body fat percentage went down, muscle went up. That's the win. There was a little of this going on in the middle, but that's life.
Mhm.
That's the inconsistencies because the scale, the weight, the body reflects everything that's happening in it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. And that's such a huge thing to look at because, we all check in weekly and that can derail us, our thoughts, our mental thoughts. I mean, all of it. I hopped on a call with Jen on Sunday with that exact conversation, what she had going on. And, it's just data, like you said. But when you look at it over the course of a month, it's so different than looking at it weekly, than to let it just totally derail you. And trust me, I'm famous for derailing at check-ins. But yeah, that's a really important. And talking about Mother's Day, my mother-in-law texted me yesterday. She's like, what do you want to do? Speaking of that, and I said, Sundays are my rest days and I protect them with my life. I want to do nothing. It is my rest day.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, when you're that consistent, you're working that hard all week. I'm like, I protect my rest days. And, that's a whole nother conversation because I used to be obsessed on having to close my rings on my watch. Right. And so I would compromise my rest days to close my rings. And, it doesn't do, your rest days are just as important as your training days.
Yeah. Yeah.
So really just the mental shift. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't have to close that ring. Especially on my Monday workouts, my Mondays are legs. It's like my heaviest workout. There is no way I could push the Mondays like I do without resting Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's so important, and there's every level of the journey, guys. Let this, like, if you're here now, if you're listening to the replay, like, Cindy's been doing this for a while. She's in a different part of this journey, but like, hear what she's saying. Like, what do I say? Every level has a new devil. Every level has a new devil. So you all have your devils at your journey. And then when you get to that level, like, I don't say this to discourage to pop a bubble or do anything like that, but it's true in all of life. When we hit that next level, that next goal we want, it's who we are as humans. We want more. There's going to be a new devil we have to tackle. And, one with Cindy, she developed what she's talking about is that consistency to create that habit, to create that habit. When we get to a place where I'm like, sit your ass down. We're building muscle right now. I need you to really embrace this recovery. That was a struggle, as she said, for her. Sit your ass down. I don't want you to move. I don't want 15, 16,000 steps. Yeah, but. No, yeah, but sit down. Because again, was it anything wrong? No, it was a habit she had created. So every level comes a new devil, because then what she's talking about is like she's got to look at things differently and change again. And that can be a habit. That was a habit for me. It was a really hard habit for me to learn to rest, because in the beginning of my journey too, it was, I had some really big goals. And then when it came to me having to relearn a new body and a way that a body needed different, like, guys, I used to be a Stairmaster monster. Like, that was what I did. And I got great results. This is when I was competing. And that's not how it works anymore for me. This is a different level, but to get that physique, the last time I was on stage, that wasn't how I needed to show up. That was a mental fuck for me. That sounds ridiculous, but I thought, there's no way that I'm going to beat a package that did this, but my body didn't like that anymore. So like Cindy, I was like, yeah, but this stuff isn't happening. There's no way that that's going to happen. But when I sat with it and I actually listened to my coach and I did what he told me to do, oh, well, look at that. Shit starts to happen. So every level, guys, there's a new devil. I've moved across the country. I've moved several times. I've moved. I'm not exaggerating when I tell you I have moved probably 20 times in my life, but I had a corporate job that moved me all over the country. But I've moved east to west, west to east 4 times. 4 times in my life. Not one has gotten easier. Everything had a new devil. Every, and I don't say that, but like I literally was like, this is gonna be a piece of cake. Nope. New, every level has a different devil that approaches it. So always just know that, and that's okay. Embrace where you are in your journey and learn from it. And know you're not alone. Who else has a win for me? I see Leslie in here. Hi, Jen. Came off camera. You have a win? No, no win. Hold on. You want to come off mute? There you are.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I saw you come off your
Oh!
camera. I said, who else has got a win? You came up, and your cute little face popped up. I'm like, she's got a win for me.
Well, I saw everybody else had cameras on, and I'm like, okay, I'll put my camera on. I'm out walking. I just started yesterday, so I'm super new.
Well, that's a win.
That's a win.
Yeah, I love that.
I was like, if they have their cameras on, okay, I'm going to do it. Like, I'm going to push
Yeah.
past the uncomfortable stuff.
Well, that's another win. And you're out walking, and you just started yesterday, and you showed up on a call, and you turned your camera on. Win, 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 win. Welcome.
Yes. Thank
Welcome.
you.
Very
Just wanted
much.
to say hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you with Coach Jen? Coach
I'm
Amber.
with Amber.
Coach Amber. Ah, so welcome.
Love her. We really connected. I'm excited.
Good. She's
Yeah.
awesome. Great.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Thank you for showing
you.
up. And you had several wins this morning. That's all big stuff.
Yes.
Welcome,
I
welcome.
want to say hello to all my other fellow babes. I'm excited to meet you all.
I love that. We're excited to
Welcome.
meet you too.
Yes. All right. I'll let you get back to it.
Nope, that's all right. This is as much your call as it is mine. All right, I'm going to take another win here. Leslie.
Okay, you
Oh,
called me out, so I'm here.
Hi.
Hi.
Give me a win, Mama. I see you working in the background.
Oh my gosh. Okay, like I may start crying during this.
That's okay.
Things have been so hard with my dad and his health and my schedule getting thrown off and I can't flipping plan for anything. But I'm still fucking doing it. Sorry. I'm doing it. I have my non-negotiables locked in. I get my water in, I get my steps in. I'm doing it and I'm seeing the results and I just keep pushing through because it's working and I'm just doing it and I yesterday was hell. And I had said to Amber last week, I'm like, oh God, if I didn't have my check-in tomorrow, I'd probably be cracking open a bottle of wine. And she was like, yeah, your check-in saved you from negotiating with yourself. But like last night, I realized I'm like, I didn't even want the wine. I went for a walk instead, and it was just like natural that it happened. And so my win is I just keep doing it.
Yeah. Win. Your win is you're also showing up in a different identity.
Yeah.
Managing things. Did you hear what you just said?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. That's huge. Because
Yeah.
what you're going through is life. And it's
Yep.
normal. But the win is how you're managing it. And you're
Yeah.
allowed to feel the feels. And you're
Yeah.
allowed to cry. And that's okay. It's how you handle it. And I bet you that it feels different moving through this. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your, the hard things. We all have these hard things in life. But and I'm sure every woman here can relate and identify with you in some place, and every woman here is holding space for you right now. Know that you have
Yeah.
a community of that. But there's a piece of me that says, I bet it feels very different and how you are holding the space for yourself and filling your cup, whether you realize it or not, because there would be nothing in that cup to give your dad,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
You taking that opportunity to fill your cup. And to you, it might feel like, you're chasing a goal, which you are, but you're taking the opportunity to give to yourself in a way that feels good to you, Leslie. And when
Right.
we feel good, we have the ability and the power and the strength as a female to give more, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm proud of you for being here and sharing and continuing. And I see you on your journey. I'm not your coach, but I see all your wins and you're showing up and I see your results.
Yeah.
You know? So there's more than just the results, that are showing it. It's you holding your space for you and having that ability to have more to give the support that you need to give to your family. So that's a huge win. Just what you said. I didn't go for the wine. I went for the walk. And I bet that walk was more grounding than any bottle of wine ever would be.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It was.
Yeah. I know they are for me. I love my walks. I process all kinds of things. I have full-on conversations with myself.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, I work out all the world's problems. But if you ever think about things too, some of the biggest ways, like when our nervous system is messed up, guys, it needs something, right? And how we used to, and I'm glad you brought this up, Leslie, how we used to comfort our nervous system when it needed something was generally through food, wine, things like that. But the reality is when we step back, the nervous system is responding to all this going on. And the reality is it just wants to hug. You want to hug. 'Cause sometimes, believe it or not, you can just do this to yourself and your nervous system will just but like walking, what you're talking about, like having full on conversations with ourselves, these are all parts of the giving the nervous system what it really wants. It just needs, sometimes it needs to be out in nature, grounding, and your feet hitting the ground. For me, sometimes the release is calling a friend. Cindy
Mhm.
said that she had a full on conversation, and just like told you, I had a meltdown, right? Different reason last week. I like literally had one. I picked up my phone, I called my best friend, and I was like, ah! And I told her everything that was going on. Within seconds of her just listening and reflecting back my own coaching words to myself, I was literally, oh, I'm okay. Moving on. But it's releases. And what you're learning, Leslie, is different ways of releasing and giving your nervous system what it needs. So
Yep.
that's a huge win. Proud of you for being here. And I'm proud of all the results you're getting. And it's okay, it's human. You're holding a lot. I mean,
Yep.
I don't know personally what you're holding on to, but it's a lot when you got those things
Yeah.
going on.
Yep. Thank you.
You're welcome. There's a lot of women here that have a lot of things.
Yeah.
Sitting here looking at Barb dead in the eye, I know she has a lot of things that go on sometimes too, and it's learning to work those. So thank you for
Yeah.
being here and thank you for sharing.
Thanks.
Lots of love, girl. Lots of love.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome. Oh, anybody have another win? Anything they want to add to that? Lisa, I see you. You're hiding behind a camera, Lisa. What is your win? No, nothing.
Hold on, I was trying to get
Hold
off
on, I knew you were there.
here. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm on my phone. You know, it's difficult. So I was just, okay. So my win this week, this is what I put on my check-in yesterday, is I'm learning to get out of my comfort zone and do hard things, because usually the hard things stop me. I don't like to sweat. I don't like to be in pain. I don't like to hurt. And so, and usually I'll stop when I'm doing that because it's.
Uh-oh, she muted. Here, I'm going to try to help you. You accidentally muted yourself.
Yeah. And that's another thing that I do too. I don't know what I do. It's like, good gosh. But I'm learning to work through that and say it's okay to do the hard things, and so I'm learning to get through that. In order to be on this journey, you're going to have pain because your muscles are doing things they've never done before. And you're going to sweat, especially in Alabama. It's fixing to get hot. And so you're going to sweat in Alabama because you're in the middle level of hell in the summertime. So, and so it's like, okay, Lisa, you've got to work through this. It's okay to sweat. It's okay to be uncomfortable. And so, and to Leslie, I just want to say, I know where you're coming from. And I will tear up on this too. My mother had Alzheimer's in her latter days. It was very hard. And I just want to say it's okay to put yourself first sometimes, because you need that, but in order to ground yourself. And if you don't have anything for yourself, you can't give it to someone else. So it's okay to put yourself first. It was very hard for me when my mother was going through it in a health crisis. So it's okay. And, they're going to go through their journey, and you're going to be left here. So you have to be able to pick yourself up when they're no longer the focus. So it's okay.
Yes. I love your win and I love your share. And it's, both of it is so true, guys. So one thing, let's talk about Lisa for just a hot minute. Lisa never worked out a day in her life. When she came to me,
Yeah, no, I haven't.
she was like, what the hell is working out?
Yeah.
And she had, things like, I'll be, well, if I share too much, Lisa, you can just crack me.
You can't share too much. I'm okay.
And one of her things of coming was she wanted to age well. And I'm almost going to connect the dots with a little bit of what you said at the end with your mom. And I'm sure that brought her a lot of realization. And this wasn't just weight loss for Lisa. This was I need to be able to get up off the floor, which she couldn't when she came.
Right.
And she cursed me. She still does curse me on leg day.
Leg day. Hate leg day.
She hates it, but she can get up off the floor now.
Yes.
She can do these hard things, things that she couldn't do before, that she was like, this is why I'm here. And so sometimes we have to remember that we have to fill our own cup for different things. And I love that, you show up every day, Lisa, and it's not always perfect, but at the end of the day, you know why you're here. And even though you curse at me, and she'll send me messages and tell me how much she does not love me today because her leg day, and literally I'll be looking at my phone. Oh, okay, Lisa's legs today. She's mad at me. No,
hate leg days. Hate them. I still hate them. But I'm getting stronger. I'm getting better.
Right.
And so, and like you said, you can't overshare with me. I mean, it's like, so what started my journey is.
I'll let you tell it.
Okay. So what started my journey, I was at work, and I don't go into the office every day. And so there's a bathroom there, and it's kind of like the handicap bathroom. It's got the comfort level toilet. And I always go to that one because it had the grab bars. It was easy to get up. And somebody was in that one, and I had to go to the other one, and it did not have the comfort level toilets or the handicap toilets. And I couldn't get up off the toilet. And so, because it didn't have grab bars, it had nothing in the stall that I could get up on. and I was only 60 years old. And it's like, this is not normal to not be able to get off the toilet by yourself. And it's like, who am I going to call to get up? I did finally get up by myself, but that's what started it. It wasn't, yes, I'm overweight. And it's not comfortable to be overweight, but it's like, I don't want to be like, not be able to get off the toilet, get off the floor. And people have to help me do that. So it's like I've got to do something. And I found Nicole on TikTok, which connected me with Jules. So that's my journey, is I couldn't get off the toilet. So, and that's what got me here. But I can get off the toilet by myself now. And so it's like, and my legs are stronger. And so, I'm getting there. I've lost weight. So that is really, really good. And that is a byproduct of aging strong. So that is my journey, is I want to age strong. I don't want my kids to have to take care of me. I don't want to have the dementia because they're throwing medicines at me and everything because of old age and all the chronic diseases that come with that when you're not taking care of yourself. So that is my journey.
And that, and I love how you can, and to connect that to kind of what you said in the end. And this is it. This is the reality, guys. Like, Lisa's being very transparent here. She still hates leg day, but she still shows up for it. And like she said in the beginning, it's hard. And I'm learning that I have to lean in and do the things that have been uncomfortable for me for 60 years of my life, for 60 plus years of my life, because these are the things that I want. That's that level and those devils. And so she shows up every single day, uncomfortable still. Like, she'll tell me, I still don't like leg day. I'm doing it, Jules, but I still don't like it. And I keep telling her it's going to get easier. And she's like, I know, but I still don't like it. But the moral and what, I want you guys to hear this whole rounded story. And thank you so much for sharing, Lisa, because I didn't want to overshare, but it's a big piece of your journey and it connects the dots. Guys, she's still like, she doesn't like it, but she still shows up because this is what she knows she needs to do to be able to, as you said, I love what you said, age strong, because there's so much more to it than just a weight loss journey, So I love that share. Thank you very much for sharing. And I'm proud of you too. I'm so proud of you. Very proud of you. Our next journey, guys, you can cheer her on in the community. She's actually ready to go to a gym because she can do more with her legs and she knows it. She's a little nervous to go to the gym. So we're trying to get her to go visit the gym. Just go visit it and get a tour, because that's going to be her next level, is to go to a gym, because she even knows herself that she needs to go to a gym to just like level up the next step. So I know there's a few of you. Christina didn't like going to the gym at first, by the way, Lisa. Christina did home workouts just like you. And then after a while, we said, we kind of probably need to go to the gym a couple days a week and hit legs. And she does it like a champ now, don't you? She probably kicks and screams a little bit sometimes, but she goes now too. Why don't you, I don't know, come off of mute. Do you have any words of encouragement for Lisa? Because she really does want to go to the gym and she's got fears around it.
Where do you live? I'll be there. We'll go.
I'm in Massachusetts.
We are going to conquer this, sister.
I was going to say, I'm in middle Alabama. I'm in central Alabama.
I'm in Oklahoma.
Would be good if we could all work out together, wouldn't it?
It would be. It really would be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I understand that part because people are staring and all that and everything, but by golly, just think about how you'll feel once you conquer that.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make a comment about that?
Yeah.
You said people are staring. They're not.
Yeah.
If the fear is that people are looking at you when you go to the gym, no one's looking at you. They're glancing over there, and then they're their stuff. No one, like, the fear of the gym that I want people to get rid of is that you're being judged. For me, when I see women my age in the gym, I'm thrilled, and I'm walking into work, sorry, and I'm mentally encouraging them. So if the fear is about judgment, don't feel like you're being judged because everyone's into their own thing. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to throw that in there.
Once you go, you'll have freedom from that fear.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you'll release it, and you'll feel so much better with it. But you're writing your story here, and so that's how I look at it. When I go, and nobody else matters in there, whatever they're doing. You got this.
For me, I'm afraid to go because one, I don't know how to work the machines, and I'm afraid I'm going to hurt myself. Yeah.
That's why.
Like Renee, oh my God, her finger that she posted, it was like, oh God, I'm glad I don't go to the gym. But yeah, that's my biggest fear of going is I don't know how to use the machines. And
Someone at the front desk.
Yeah, that's what they're supposed to do
and say, hey, I'm new to the gym. Can you show me how to use some of these machines? Or one of their trainers will. Or to ask somebody who's there. Like these big buff guys, everyone's afraid of these big buff guys. Yes. They love that shit. They love helping people. Just go up and say, hey, I'm new. Can you help me? How do I work this? I've done that myself. And people love to help each other in the gym.
And it doesn't like just to skip to you, Brenda. So a couple of things, like right now, all your videos are home based, every demo you have. So if you were to shift into, so any of you guys that are new, if you were to shift into a workout that was gym based, one, you're gonna have demo videos. Two, as Kate said, go into the gym. So what I would do if that's a fear is I would say, hey, Jules. Hey, Coach Jules, I'm going to attempt to go to the gym. What I would do is I would program you with a workout that had alternatives, right? Now, the day before you go, I did this with Christina. And now before you go, you're able to look ahead the day before at the workouts, right? Oh, this is the machine that I need to look at. I need to look for this machine. Oh, here's a demo video. Here's how it's used. Now, that's not going to be the perfect solution because you may forget, but you have the opportunity to look through everything. You get to the gym. Kate is right. Like, there are going to be people that are going to help you. You get a tour of the gym. They will literally give you a tour and tell you how machines work. You can also lean into, as she said, the trainers or other people there and say, like, I'm supposed to do this. I don't know how this machine works. Here's the deal. Every machine works differently. I just joined a new gym. It's got probably some of the most top of the line equipment, Pantera equipment, and I specifically seeked out that gym because of that equipment. Okay, like I use a lot of free lights and weights, but this particular equipment is like top of the line equipment. It intimidates me, Brenda. Joining that gym was hard for me because that fear does not go away. I'm like, fucking A, look at me. I'm going to be in this gym. Olympian athletes are going to be there. Pro bodybuilders that are Olympians. I'm going to go train at a gym. Specifically, I want to do this. I want to be in that environment. This is the specific gym. Even me, Brenda, had a little voice in my head as I was going into the gym going, you don't look like you belong here. Me. You're going to fuck up. You're going to look like a fool on this equipment. Because no matter what, even though I've done all the equipment, there are always going to be new things. You want to know what I did?
What?
I watched the videos on how to operate the equipment. Right? That gave me a different level of comfort. I went into the gym. They walked me around. So this is our newest piece of equipment. This is this Panera. This is what it does. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, fuck me. And she's like, yeah, I know it's pretty fucking intimidating. She's like, just grab somebody. And like, what we think we're supposed to know everything. We feel like we should never be in a place of lack of knowledge, or we're afraid to ask, or as Kate says, being judged. And that is so normal and it's never going to go away. So like, even Barb said, like, it's about like, there's always, every level has a new devil. So if it's something that you want to do, like embrace it, take small steps on it. But for both of you guys, like it's going to feel, there's no taking the discomfort away. It's going to feel uncomfortable, but there's facts to the fact that nobody's judging you. Nobody's judging me. Those Olympian bodybuilders that I look up to, they're not judging me. That's a story I'm telling myself. The people in the gym that you look at, you probably look at a version of me in that gym and you think I'm judging you. Like Kate said, I'm not. I don't, if anything, I'm like, I see these women and I'm proud of women that come into the gym and I'm like, I wonder if they've got a trainer. If I come up and I say something to them, are they going to get mad at me? That's what's going through my head. I see you at the gym and I'm like, I want to go over there and help her, but am I going to be intruding on her? Or is she going to be like, bitch, go away. I know what I'm doing. We have the legit same thoughts. In my mind, I see you guys and I'm not judging you. I probably want to go help you. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, because in my mind, I'm like, oh, you're pretty locked in. You might have something go. Maybe you're specifically doing that for a reason, but I mean, if you really look like you're hurting yourself, I will go up and tap you on your shoulder and go, can I just give you a little bit of advice here before you get hurt? And like literally, she's right. Those guys in the gym, me, if you see me in the gym, we're not judging you. And if we look like we're staring at you, we're probably looking through you because our headphones are on and we're locked in. Sometimes people are staring at me and I don't even see them. And then all of a sudden I'm focused. I'm like, oh, they're looking at me. And I'm looking like literally right through you. I don't see you because I'm in here. But my resting bitch face scares a lot of people. That's what a lot of
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Well, if you've seen any of my gym videos of me working out, you've seen it. Like I have a crazy resting bitch face. It doesn't look like this. And I scare the hell out of people in the gym. I know I do. People have told me that, but it's not who I am. I'm just in my own world. I don't even see you sometimes because I'm just locked in on what I'm doing. And that's 90% of those people in the gym. They're just locked in. And if you were to tap me on the shoulder and say, hey, I need some help, I literally would be like, oh, sure, cool. Yeah, got it. Let me show you how to work that. I'd be honored to. I had no problem at all.
But it's that whole comfort zone
Yes.
that you build around yourself. And it's the comfort level that I've got to learn to get out of to break that comfort in order to progress. I've got to go to that next level, that next level of being out of my comfort zone, which is really hard because I don't get this right here, talking and the video, comfort zone, hate it.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all don't see me post on the page because it's out of my comfort zone. I don't depend on anybody else. I'm not going to ask for help. I can do it by myself. It's the comfort zone level. So, and I'm learning, but it's taking a long time to get through all of it because it is comfort.
Yeah.
You know, and there again, you don't want to appear stupid. You don't want to, ask a stupid question. And I know there's no stupid questions, but it's like, I don't want to be stupid. I don't want to bother nobody because they're doing their thing. So I don't want to bother them. So it's all the stupid stuff in my head that I'm battling. And, and it sounds like, a lot of other people do it too.
Yeah.
But when you're in your world, it's only me.
Yep.
So
you just hit the nail on the head, and it is hard, but like I said, it's never going to go away. I just told you, I told you, I'm walking into a new gym with the same feeling.
Today's meeting without her with.
Yeah. Like every level's gonna have that new devil, and like everything that you just said is going on in my head.
So I know what they're doing.
Hold on, I got to. She probably doesn't want us to hear that. Okay. But that's always like, so there, I would say Lisa, Brenda, and I'm gonna let Christina talk here in a minute. Be okay with those feelings. There's nothing wrong with them. You need to normalize them
Mm-hmm.
and know that nobody's judging you. Admit to what you're saying right now and be like, this is my story, my voice, my thing. That doesn't mean that you discredit that, right? That doesn't mean that you discredit those feelings, because those are yours and they're legit and they're going to happen time and time again. That's okay to have the feelings. Then the next step is, what do I do to move through them? Like, look at you on these calls. You come here, you show up, you don't like it, it's your discomfort zone, but you offer so much value when you show up. Right? Everybody here would agree you offer value and
Well,
you're showing up. And so it's the same thing with that gym. You're going to take that step, and pretty soon you're going to be like Barb said, and Christina, I'm sure will tell you, like Kate said, it'll be like, you're like, oh, well, that's done. Okay, that wasn't so hard. It was uncomfortable as hell, but it wasn't so hard. It's kind of like even it's kind of even like, I'm gonna let Tina just raised her hand. I think she's got some advice for you. It's also kind of like the situation when you first had to work out here. You know what I mean? Like, that was hard too. And I'm gonna be quiet because Tina's got her hand up. Go, Tina. I think you got some advice to give.
I was kind of the same way when I first started joining. But I've gotten to yeah, I mean, and Jules is right. People aren't judging because they're busy doing their own thing. Like, they don't give two shits what you're doing. They're concentrating on what they're doing, and they're not paying attention. But I've gotten to the point now where I go to the same time every day, and even the big boys, and hell, there's some big girls there to go too. But we see each other every day, so they're always welcome. I was like, hey, girl. I mean, we don't know each other's names for nothing, but they're like, hey, Mama, you're doing a great job. I mean, I can see your body transforming. High five. We just see each other all the time, and it's just because people that you see and you get to know, because everybody that goes to the gym religiously, they usually go at the same time. So I see these people all the time, and this is like routine, and we're like, hey, and and there's been a couple times where I've had to put one of the racks, or the pulling machines at the very top, and one of the guys were like, hey, let me help you with that, because I know you do this at least twice a week and you're always on your tippy toes or grabbing a bench. She's like, let me help you take care of it. And then they go off and do their own thing. I mean, so I mean, once it becomes a community, is what I'm trying to say. It really does. And I know with I go to Planet Fitness, every machine on there has one of those QR codes. You can put your phone to it, and it'll show you a video of how to use it.
Yeah.
And I know the trainers. I know, especially with mine, you can get a free training session, and they will personally walk you through every single one of your workouts and watch you and make sure that you're doing it correctly. And like Joel said, when she puts you on a machine or free weights or barbells, there's a how-to video to do all of that stuff. So if you're questioning it, Jules is right there. Either she's doing it or somebody else is doing it, and has like specific instructions: when to breathe, when to blow out. I mean, so it's just a matter of actually getting there, and once you get in the routine, it just becomes second nature.
See,
that's just my little input.
No, I love what you said, because you just anchored. Lisa and I had a full conversation around this, and it's true, Brenda, for you as well. And Barb will say it, and this is kind of what Kate was saying. Like, and I remember I told you, go to the gym at the time that you think you might go. That this is what Tina is saying, and look at the people around there. and pick a time that's not crazy and chaotic, that's going to stress you out. And when you consistently show up, this is what I was saying, Lisa, like you will develop a community of friends there. You might not even know their damn name, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
develop a
anybody's name.
community, you will develop a community of friends. And it's like she just described it to a T. And these people, and that's what Kate was saying as well, they will start to become your friends. You'll look forward to, you don't even know who the fuck they are.
Oh,
But you'll be like, high five, and they will start to watch your journey. And like she said, the big boys and the big girls, she's referencing, people that look similar to myself, Nicole, right? Or the big buff dudes, like they'll start to come up to them. They'll be like, girl, damn, huh? You look great. Like, because that's what we love to see. We were part of that journey as part. So there's never judgment. All of that lives in our head. But that's kind of what, you and I were having a private conversation about. Is I think once you get there, you're gonna like it because it becomes this whole new little culture for you, a whole new group of friends.
I mean, even the people that work there, if I have like a rest day, like when I went on vacation, they're like, "Where were you? You haven't been here in a week." I was like, "I went on vacation." They're like, "Girl, we almost made a house call to make sure you were okay because you didn't show up for 5 days." I said, "Well, I was on a cruise." even the employees, you start to get a rapport with them. So, it's fun.
Yeah.
They couldn't have said it any better. And I think that you have to remember when you walk in there, we all started somewhere.
Yeah.
We all had to take that first step into the gym, and we all had those same feelings. Everybody that's there, and yeah, the community is great. And it almost becomes addictive because you feel so good when you go. It's not when you're there doing a thing, it's when you leave and you're done and you're like, I did that. And at my gym, they have a sauna and a red light therapy. So I do my whole thing. And then I'm like, that's my reward at the end. And then when I leave, I feel amazing.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a different level. And again, there's no, right or wrong. Christina does gym and home, and there's nothing wrong with working out at home, but like I would encourage each of you to explore the gym because it's less isolated and it's fun, as some people said, and it's kind of fun to get out into this different community. It's something that you won't experience until you experience it on your own. But yes, everybody's been there, like Christina said, and it's worth, even if you got like a week pass, or you don't have to commit to like a full thing. You can get guest pass and get a week pass. Some of them will do, you can do a month or something like that. I guarantee after a month you'll be addicted, but you don't have to make that full commitment. But I would encourage you, like whether you're listening to the recording or either one of you, if you're curious about it, do it, because it's a whole different community. I know Barb has her community at the gym. Like she loves to go. She's, getting ready for work right now, but she has her community too. And it's just like, it's like a whole different family almost.
I'll get there. I'll get out of my
I
own
know.
judgment too.
Well, you got a whole group of women right now that are going to be checking in on you in the community. Be like, Lisa, Brenda, did you go to the gym yet? And facts are, you guys should look at that. I love that. Barb said, where are you? Let's go. You guys should do that. Drop into the community. You guys are from all over the country. Like some of you may be closer than you think. Listen, I told you, Brenda, when you came to Vegas and you were like, I don't think I want to do this. I said, girl, when you come to Vegas next in September, you hit me up. We're going to the gym. And you were like, like, seriously, you all visit Vegas. A lot of you live very close to me too.
Yeah.
You gotta hit me up. I'll go.
Yeah.
You.
I
That's a
plan
little
to.
scary though.
Yeah. I plan to, but let's not go to that high gym that year. I will go knock it down a little level.
I got 2 gyms, don't worry.
Yeah, I plan to. I plan to get a hold of you while we're there. So,
but I mean, that being said, guys, that's actually an excellent idea, and I'm glad Barb brought it up. Guys, drop in the community. This is where I'm at. It doesn't matter if you're new to the gym or not. You guys should do more of that because I bet you more of you guys live closer to each other than you think.
Hmm.
I doubt there's not very many in Nebraska.
Never know.
Never know.
All right. This is a great call. Does anybody else have anything to add to it? Well, thank you for sharing, ladies. Sorry I was a little bit late to the call. I was up and doing things. I was doing my normal 6 a.m. shit. And then I was like, thank God for Kate. Rescued by Kate. Where are you? Oh, I'm out here doing my shit. I would have been on here at 9 o'clock all by myself. Have a good day, ladies. Thank you for showing
Y'all
up.
too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.